Hello, I'm Amy Pickering and welcome to Sportsweek. On this week's show, find out what got Winchester City's owner on the pitch at Havant and Waterlooville. Chasetown travel to Eastleigh Silverlake looking for another FA Trophy upset. And in-form Basingstoke take on promotion hopefuls Dover at the Cameras. Winchester City were in league and cup action this week. Firstly, they looked to extend their lead at the top of the Wessex League, and then they looked for one of the biggest cup upsets of the season at local rivals Havant and Waterlooville. Mikey Smith saw both the games.
Winchester went into their game with Blackfield and Langley unbeaten in 2011, and Zach Glasspool's cross shot very nearly gave City an early lead. Technicians certainly played their part in what was a dire first half, but the away side did manage to find the net, Charles and Clark deceiving the City defence and our cameraman to open the scoring for the Watersiders. City rarely threatened after the break, but were handed a golden opportunity to equalise when they were awarded a penalty after Matt Hartman's handball in the box.
And Falker steps up. And he slots it past the keeper. He goes the right way, but Gary Falker's sublime penalty is enough to give Winchester 1 point here. What an important penalty that could be in their season title challenge.
Despite extending their unbeaten run to 8 games, City went into their game at Havant and Waterlooville as the underdogs and almost conceded early on, but Mustafa Tiriaki mistimed this header. Half-hour mark, Guy Butters and his bench were left incensed by this tackle on Zach Glasspool, but Joe Keane went unpunished by the official. But the feeling of injustice appeared to spur on the young City side, and the young City fullback, fondly known as Aussie by his teammates, was a thunderous shot from 30 yards. The Hawks should have taken their lead early in the second half. Tiriaki will not want to see this one again. City keeper Rory Anderson was then called into action, getting down well to turn away this low shot from Wes Bogan. The away side tried to hit the whites on the break, and Aussie once again came close to finding the net from the tightest of angles. As the game approached the last 10 minutes, Winchester were looking the more likely to score.
And the ball is still with Winchester. When it comes to Lee Mills and he turns and he shoots and it's in! Winchester City are 1-0 up at Havant and Waterlooville.
Club owner Paul McCarthy clearly ecstatic, but the Hawks still had 10 minutes or so to find an equaliser.
And City are under real pressure here. Long throws come to Sol, he must score, but Rory Anderson pulls off a stunning save to keep the Minnows in this match. Only 5 minutes remaining.
Winchester held on to claim an historic victory, much to the delight of their owner.
I'm absolutely, it's one of the happiest moments of my life. Absolutely ecstatic. We had no right to win that game. No right to win it at all. We was absolutely superb against a top quality Southern Conference team. Magnificent. Yeah. Connor, my son, Rory also was a fantastic. Dan Reeve was fantastic. The 3 kids from the academy who came in tonight was also magnificent. I mean, I'll go on for you for 2 or 3 hours. How long have you got?
City will face AFC Tottenham in the semi-final. Mikey Smith for Winchester News Online.
Both Eastleigh and Giant Killers Chasetown had never been as far as the last 8 of the FA Trophy. They squared up at the Silverlake for a place in the quarter-finals. I went down to see the action. Dubbed one of the biggest games of their season so far, Eastleigh were the hosts to Chasetown in the 3rd round of the FA Trophy. In a lacklustre first half, it was the visitors who took the initiative.
And Davies has continued his run. He's round Matthews. Oh, and what a finish that is! And it's Eastleigh Town 0, Chasetown 1.
Tony Taggart quickly replied for Eastleigh, but was denied by the post. The Spitfires fought back after the break.
Whipped in for Slabber. Eastleigh have got their equaliser, and that's a real centre-forwards goal for Jamie Slabber.
Although Eastleigh dominated possession, it was the visitors who took the initiative again.
Hey, fantastic save, but Smith is there with the follow-up, and the Scholars are back in front. And just look what it means to him.
And as Eastleigh pushed for a second goal, Chasetown scored on the break.
Jevons onside, and it's 3. And surely now Chasetown have claimed another FA Trophy scalp.
Eastleigh were reduced to 10 men after Luke Biles saw red for this challenge on goalscorer Richard Davies. prompting a heated reaction from manager Ian Baird. The win sees Chasetown progress to the quarter-finals of the Cup, the furthest the club have ever reached, where they will face a home tie against either Mansfield Town or Alfreton Town. Amy Pickering, Winchester News Online. Basingstoke hosted title challengers Dover Athletic on Saturday, looking to extend their unbeaten run to 4. Gareth Messenger was at the cameras.
Basingstoke town manager Frank Gray said last week that he had no intention of man-marking Dover Athletic's top goalscorer Adam Birchall. However, after just 3 minutes on Saturday, he may have been regretting that decision after the former Arsenal trainee was put through to give the away side an early lead.
It's a real chance this. It's Adam Birchall for Dover. Swats it home. 1-0 Dover Athletic.
Basingstoke created little in chances, but a route one ball and a defensive lapse by Dover allowed Greg Draper to break free and score his 14th goal of the season.
A long kick upfield. Oh, I say, it's gone all the way through. And it's Draper for Basingstoke. A sublime finish from Greg Draper. Real route one football.
Striker grabbed his second of the match, beating the defence for pace and slotting past goalkeeper Ross Flipney.
And it's Draper again. Basingstoke take the lead.
And Draper completed his hat-trick, swooping in to finish a Rob Rice long throw.
And it's Draper again. Wow, would you believe it? It's 1-2-3 for Greg Draper. A superb hat-trick for Basingstoke's number 10.
The Kent-based side pulled one back early in the second half through Birchall's 33rd goal of the season, and they continued to press the Basingstoke defence in search for an equaliser. Dragons keeper Simon Locke reacted expertly to deny Dover's Ben Hunt. And from the resulting corner, the away side threatened again, having an opportunity cleared off the line. But it was in vain as Basingstoke held on to clinch all 3 points. Manager Gray was full of praise for his side's performance.
Great result, fantastic result. Like I say, bad start, both halves. First half and second half were a bit sloppy. But thankfully we've turned it round. First half, 3 great finishes from Greg Draper. Give us a good lead, and we didn't want to start the second half like we did, that's for sure. Conceding in the first minute put us under pressure for most of the second half, but they never really, they had 1 or 2 scrambles without actually having any sustained pressure on us, but we held out well, and it's a fantastic 3 points for us.
Gareth Messenger, Winchester News Online.
That's all your sport for this week. Tune in next week for the huge local derby between Basingstoke and Eastleigh, coverage of Winchester City and women's hockey. Goodbye.